And we're
Boom,
on.
shake the room.
Jesus Christ, Mike. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up, dude.
Dude, that's what I deal with all the time. I'm sorry that I did that to you.
That's awful. Just
yeah.
because you deal with it doesn't mean that I have to deal with it.
I kind of feel like no one has sympathy for me, so now everyone has to get it.
That's awful.
Yeah, it is.
I have sympathy for you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't do
this
that
is
to
very
you.
loud.
Yeah, well, we were low last week.
Okay.
I think you're louder than I am.
Okay. I'll
So
be different.
I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit.
And here we are. Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome
to our
Our
podcast.
podcast. Are we in focus? I just wanted to. Yeah, we're in focus.
I believe so.
Okay.
The important thing is that we're in focus with what we're feeling and how it interacts nebulously with the universe. That's what I learned in my new hot yogurt class.
Yeah. Well, I think Coda's looking for Teresa.
Would you ever? Is that right?
Yeah. She walked into your room and then walked back out and is like looking down the hallway right now.
She's just looking to get hung out with.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Gotta tell you, it's been a whirlwind week.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Yeah, huh?
The Super Bowl we didn't watch.
I watched it.
SAG
I
Awards
watched
we didn't watch.
I didn't watch the SAG Awards.
Halftime show we didn't watch.
I watched the halftime show.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell me about it right after I remind you guys that patreon.com, the virtual tipping rules, where you can give us a little bit of money, especially if you've been listening to this show for a long time and you're like, you deserve a little something. Why not? Maybe I'm not in love with the t-shirt, but I'll go to the Patreon and I'll toss him $10 a month.
I don't know how you can't be in love with this t-shirt.
So he's wearing the t-shirt. It's a ruby red. Anywho, virtual tipping and rewards website. You give us a little bit of money. And we try to pay you back by doing a good job on this podcast and also saying the name of the $10 group, which goes there something like this.
Matthew J. Palka.
Matthew J. Palka.
Alexander Guarva.
Alexander Guarva.
Michael Cavagile.
Michael Cavagile.
Logan Snyder.
Are they again?
Walter Sloan. Austin Sudusty.
Sardace.
Nick Maggs. Wandering G-Bear. Goose Maynard. Joel Vielma. Helen Ford. Justine Johnson. Nestor DeLeon III.
Yeah.
Katie A.
Yeah.
Superflouse. And Janisha Tutton.
Janisha
Tutton.
I sound it out to make sure it's not a joke about my ankles, and it passes the test. Ow, God. I'm
sorry that I just missed that because I would have laughed at you, but I was
like yanked them buds out of my ears.
It's episode 222.
That's a 222. Thank you so much for your contributions to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And now on to the podcast. Zoe,
on to.
Why is everybody so mad about Adam Levine's nips?
I don't know. I think the best part was him ripping off his shirt and Big Boy coming on.
Why did he start with so many shirts?
I think it was to build up to. He was a sweaty little boy.
Yeah. He's like an everlasting gobstop Pierre.
Yeah.
And then he took off his shirt and everyone's commenting on his tattoos and how it looks like he got them all on the same day.
We were laughing at his butterfly tattoo.
Yeah, that's a big butterfly tattoo. I mean, have them.
Well, at least it's not a tramp stamp butterfly, right?
I didn't see him turn around, but I'm willing to put money on the fact that he has a tattoo where a tramp stamp would go.
Well, that's fine.
Reverse title
he's covered,
belt.
So who cares? Who cares about his tattoos? I don't give a shit about that.
I just thought
what
it was
I gave
funny.
a shit about was that he didn't sound great.
Oh, is that right?
I didn't like it.
Oh, because he's a good singer.
Yeah,
what did it sound
he
like?
normally is. It sounded not good. I don't know if I'm the only one. I think
let's get him on.
Yeah, right. Hey, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Would you like to come on? Welcome to our podcast. It was the first podcast.
Come on down. I think that
what if he was like, is that the one that was like, welcome to the podcast, and then you guys had to change it?
Yeah. Yes, it was. So come on down, Adam.
Yeah. This is where we ask the hard-hitting questions.
Right. But when Big Boy came on, me and Teresa were like rapping. So my sister is in town from Seattle, and we ended up driving Saturday to Arizona to surprise our very good friend / sister / isn't a sister from another mister, you know. So we surprised her. I called her husband, and we surprised her and the kids, and her husband's very good at keeping secrets, and it was a lot of fun. And we ended up cooking all day, and we were, you know, they were watching the Super Bowl, and once, you know, the halftime, I wasn't really watching the Super Bowl because I really don't give a shit.
What did you make?
I made ribs.
Horny.
And Amory made like a vegan chili, which was very tasty.
Sure.
I had garlic naan, which I had bread for the first time in like well over a month. And
did you put poop inside your pants?
I did. And I was very full, like immediately. It did not feel good.
Sure.
So we were able to surprise her, and I was watching the halftime show. And then once Big Boy came on, Teresa and I, and the kids, they don't listen to rap music, so they don't know.
They don't know Big Boys.
They don't know Big Boy. Ooh, Big Boy. And Teresa and I started rapping like the whole song, like, and the kids were just like staring at us, like, what the hell are you doing? Because they're 11 and 7, 11 and 8. And it was just very funny. It was a lot of fun. And we watched the end until the end of the game, and the Pats won.
What song were they rapping? Sunday Morning, Rain Has Fallen?
Yeah, no.
Paint a picture with my hams?
No. He did go into that, though.
Has to.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. But it was fun.
He'll have to go into that for the rest of his career.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What'd you do to my expensive pen?
I may have just broke it.
No, there's no way, Zoe. Zoe, do you know the story behind that pen?
I do know the story behind that pen.
And you broke it?
I didn't.
Give me the pen, please.
I don't. No,
you can't be trusted.
I didn't break it. I thought I did, but I did not.
There's a device in there. A stranger's been listening to us for years, and you're going to fuck it all up.
I hope there's not a stranger listening to us for years. And I feel like whatever device is in there would have died by now.
It's a Talk Boy.
A Talk Boy.
It's a genuine Talk Boy.
Ooh. But yeah, so
I forgot why we started talking about that.
It was
Adam Levine's nips.
Yeah.
Were you upset?
They were sweaty.
That you could see 2 of Adam Levine's nips, but none of Janet Jackson's. That was everyone's big gripe.
I think it's wrong. You know, if Janet Jackson wants to show off her nips, let her blast them. Blast your nips.
What if Janet Jackson took off her shirt and she had the same tattoos that Adam Levine has?
That would be hilarious.
Right. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Now it's the time of the show where we imagine it.
The best was I saw someone post something about, you know, his California tattoo, and about
he does have a California Thug Life tattoo.
Yeah, and him being just from Brentwood.
Is he from Brentwood?
I guess so.
In California?
Yeah.
You could have that tattoo.
Santa Monica, like just Brentwood, Santa Monica area.
He's
just
from there?
I think so.
Huh.
That's what somebody said, so.
Somebody from Michigan said that?
Maybe.
Somebody who's really cold in a polar vortex was like, this loser has a California tattoo. Yeah, man.
Probably.
Dig your car out of ice. I asked on Twitter at WelcomePod if there's anything we could do to help you guys this week. We got a couple things in return. Mm-hmm. Richard Reyes says, should I quit my job and find something else, or just stick it out until they let me go? Zoya, how do you know when it's time to leave a job?
When you're not happy anymore. When you just
But mad people are unhappy with their jobs and they stay
Yeah,
there.
but honestly, if you've tried everything to change it and it's still not working, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Get out of it.
Then what do you do?
Then you start looking. Find a job before you quit a job. Unless you're comfortable and can survive, let's say, for the next year on whatever you have saved up.
Yeah.
Without dwindling it to nothing.
I would say that there's a lot of ways to save money after you quit a job.
Yeah.
That you're not happy with.
Yeah.
Stop buying toilet paper.
No.
Day 1.
No, that's a no.
And then start wiping your boo hole.
No.
With the things that you don't necessarily need.
No.
2 birds.
That's terrible.
Get two birds shitty at once.
That's awful. That's gross.
I don't think that's gross. You don't need napkins. You got old shirts. You got old fundraiser T-shirts that you're never going to wear.
Okay.
Who needs to be reminded of a walkathon? Right? You don't need to be reminded. You did it. You got the T-shirt. You wear the T-shirt the day of. And then what? You go to the next one next year because you're a good person. And you get a new T-shirt. And then what happens to the 1996 T-shirt?
You save it. You wear it. You wear it to bed. It becomes a part of your Sunday outfit. It
Wipe your
becomes
boohoo.
Gross.
Is an option.
That's gross.
I think.
That's really gross.
And then you can wipe, like, don't buy paper toweliers. Wipe your shit with old T-shirts. And then next thing you know, you got the...
Better yet, just keep reusing
your closet
hand
sparks
towels.
joy.
Ew.
What?
That's so gross. Imagine
the closet is clean because you're getting rid of all these turd shirts. Turd Shergerson.
That's terrible.
You don't like these ideas
I
at
don't.
all?
I don't.
What would you do to save money when you save the when you quit the job you hate and then save the job you love?
I would stop eating out.
Mm-hmm.
I would maybe cancel my cable if I had cable, because I find that that's a waste of money.
If you didn't have cable, how would you be watching this show right now?
Well, you have internet. You can pay for just internet. We have internet, but not cable.
That's Roger.
Yeah. Let's see.
What do you do to cope with the stress of not having a job in between jobs? A lot of people have rent to pay, bills to pay, Zoya, while they're in betwixt jobs. How do you deal?
I think I think that
Or do you?
You would have to make sure that you're hitting that pavement and making sure that you are finding something sooner than later and not just being a lazy POS.
Got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah. You got to do, you still got shit to do even if you don't have a job.
That's a good point.
You know?
A lot of people hate their jobs, and it takes a certain amount of tenacity to leave that one and find another one. So you got to be honest with yourself about, are you really going to do the work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's true.
Everyone's able to.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it?
Are you up for the challenge?
And then if you're lazy about it, the only person you're effing off is yourself.
Yeah.
Or your roommate in some situations.
Yes.
Question number 2, Gunier. Gunier says, we'll never be rich enough to have a kid named Gunier, by the way.
Gunier.
And I hate to be a negative nor'easter. And the winds of change are blowing. He says, how to take time for myself before I reach the point of frustration and hitting a wall and fracturing my hand. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. Reach the point of frustration that leads to bad decisions. Zoe, when do you know it's time to take a break?
When you start to not think so clearly.
Yeah.
As in hitting a wall. And breaking your hand. That's so stupid. There's so many other things to do before that point.
Listen, the person who did that knows that it was stupid. They don't need you throwing it in their face every now and again.
I'm just letting you know
Let the person have their mistakes.
I've heard of 2 instances where people punched a wall and broke their hand. This being one.
No. I was making a joke about the other one. I realized what I did was very confusing, and I realized we're not going to edit the podcast, and then I realized I'm sitting with my mistake right now. This person did not punch a wall. This person's trying to avoid a wall punching situation. Help
okay, so there's breathing techniques you can do.
When was the last time that you personally have done a breathing technique?
All the time.
For which reason?
Because I am very easily frustrated.
Oh, is that right? 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4.
No, I do. I get annoyed quickly. But But never, I got annoyed a couple, like maybe 2 months ago. I got so annoyed that I had hit a pothole that I...
What?
Put the mic to her mouth. You can hear her whining. She wants to go out. I had hit a pothole really hard, and I punched my steering wheel, and I thought for a second I broke my finger.
Oh, damn.
And I was so fucking annoyed with myself.
Yeah.
But I think it was like one of those, excuse me, little miss thing. Come here, dog. I got nothing for you. She didn't like it.
She yells that. Is that little girl? I'm sorry, you guys have.
But yeah, you tend to do dumb shit, and honestly, taking a deep breath sometimes puts things into a little bit more of a perspective for you than you hitting something. Or if that's the case, if you get that frustrated, find a gym and go find a punching bag.
Find a punching bag. To be totally clear, this person never mentioned punching anything.
I understand that. But
punching may not be this person's thing.
Gunier, don't punch anything. Honestly, take time for yourself. If you're finding yourself getting really, really frustrated with people.
Easy, little girl. We'll take you out in a second. You're so pissed off.
She's so pissed off.
You're so pissed off.
Oh, you kill that rope, dog.
There she goes.
Kill it.
She's very upset.
I think people can see her in the background.
Can you?
I don't know. I think
Where
so.
can I move to make that happen?
Move your laptop for a second. Put it down. There she is. Yeah, man. I think there's plenty of things you can do before you start flipping the fuck out.
Yeah, man. Make sure you do things. I like having things to do alone that I like.
Drop down. Give me 10.
Drop trowel. Give me 10.
Yeah. Do 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups when you're super frustrated.
Sure.
There you go.
Go drive someplace.
There you go.
Go get yourself lost. Find your way back, Magellan.
I really like taking rides when I'm like super, super angry.
That's a hell yeah.
Yeah. There's been times where Mike and I are fighting and I'm like, I need 10 minutes and I leave the house.
And then I'll say, okay, I'll get my stuff. Shotgun, I'll say.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
I want to thank you for joining us.
I want to thank you for having us.
I want to thank you for loving us.
Loving.
I wanted to say something. Oh, okay. So we were doing full episodes of this show on YouTube for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna scratching our whole self. The whole episodes are gonna be they're gonna be for members from now on.
Okay.
Patreon members and the members of the YouTube channel.
Great.
My YouTube channel, MikeFalzoneWtopAdReads.
Mm-hmm.
And on Fridays, we're going to be putting up like shorter versions.
Yeah.
So if we accidentally give someone good advice, we'll truncate it and we'll put it up on Friday.
Great.
So if you'd like seeing us, you'll still see us to a certain extent.
Yep.
And then if you want the full episodes, you know where to find those. Thank you so much for watching the last couple. It's a nice little experiment we ran.
Nice little...
It's a lice experiment.
It's a little lice. It's like nice and light and a little nice. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we didn't do a goddamn.
Hang on a second. I have a funny story. So as we were in Arizona, Amory, who the person we were going to visit, her dad's dog had a surgery to have a cyst removed on the top of her head. And she was really nervous about, what was going on. She was really bad the first night that she came out of surgery. Second day was fine. Third day was even better. Dog hadn't pooped. I told Anne-Marie, I was like, listen, don't worry about it. I'm like, it's probably the medication. She'll be fine. Don't worry. You just keep letting her out like every hour or so. So they did. And at one point in the evening, right before the kids were going to sleep, Teresa was like, what is that on the couch? And Marie was like, oh, it's probably food. I was hand feeding the dog. So Teresa, she goes and picks it up all willy-nilly, not realizing what it could potentially be. And she's like, I think it's poop. And Anne-Marie's like, no, I was feeding her. And then Anne-Marie comes over and looks at Teresa's hand. She's looking at her hand. And she's like, no, that doesn't look like food. That does not look like food. And then Teresa's like, I think it's poop. It's poop. So Teresa like walks it outside, throws it over the fence. It was quite funny.
Gross.
We were cracking. I was laughing. And then, of course, Tyler, Anne-Marie's husband, is like, you're laughing. The kids are laughing. He was like, this is all. She's got poop. There's poop on the couch. Yeah. He's like freaking out.
Anytime adults are saying poop that much, the
kids are cracking up. And I'm like a kid and I'm dying laughing.
Yeah.
And, Taylor's like, ew, that's gross. And Ryan's like, ha, 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 ha. Me and Ryan are like dying together. It was really funny.
It's not every day you get to pick up poop with your hands, but we cherish those moments when they do arrive.
Yes, we do.
Zoya, are you ready for your fake business name?
Yes.
Since we are speaking of pets, let's stay on the subject, shall we? I'll let you pick.
Okay.
Between its pet service, Furry Fiesta, or Perfect Paws?
Furry Fiesta or Perfect Paws? Perfect Paws, I think we can do a little something more with.
Perfect Paws it is. So you got 30 seconds. 30-second radio commercial. Sell the people, sell their pets. And please don't take this job lightly. Pets are your best friends who can't talk.
Okay.
Do you have a furry friend?
Is this it? Are you starting?
I'm starting.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you have a furry friend? Do they have paws? Do you love that little furry friend with paws? Do you need to take care of it? Do they poop on the couch sometimes? Have no fear. Perfect Paws is here. Now, and now only, we can come clean your couches for when your furry little friend poops on the couch. Perfect Paws for all of your perfect paws needs.
Can I tell you my favorite perfect part of that?
Yeah.
Available now only. If you're watching this too late, go fuck yourself. It's Perfect Paws.
You guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been a blast. Don't forget that we have shirts on WTOP.clothing. You can get those in a fun little box from Byron McCoy. If you can't find it on WTOP, you can find it on ByronMcCoy.com.
He farts in every box.
Yep.
Also, Zoe puts a link.
Hide and seek. The link is always in the description.
Roger.
I love you.
Love you too.
We will be in Boston next week.
Next week, the 17th will be in Boston. The 23rd and 24th will be in Portland.
I'm so excited about that because I booked that trip last minute and I'm totally going.
Well, I'm happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
And in LA, everywhere in between. Mike in the Morning coming out Tuesdays. New videos coming out Fridays. Thanks for watching these.
Yes.
And that was fun. Little trial period. So let us. I'm always down for constructive criticism or anything that you guys would like to see more or less. Let me know. And
you guys, thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.